everyone and welcome. Today I'm painting another blow dry pour, and I just wanted to show you the last two I made on a black background. But today I'm doing a much bigger canvas and using a white background, so we'll see how that one goes. The colors will be very different, no pearl colors, so yeah, wish me luck. Okay, I can't actually get the whole canvas in view in this direction because it's pretty big. This is a 70 by 70 centimeter square canvas, or 27.5 inches square. So yeah, I just wanted to try a white background with that technique, the blow dryer technique. So I'm just going to go ahead and spread this base paint, can't talk. But while I'm doing this, first of all, I wanted to apologize that I haven't published a video in the last couple of weeks. My normal Saturday slot has been sadly very, very empty, and that's because I actually contracted the COVID virus, or came down with COVID, and that turned into long COVID. So yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle. I'm feeling much better now, and I am just so glad to be back in my studio painting. And also, I hope I'm not getting a terribly bad reflection of the paint. Let me just check. There is a little bit, but not as bad as it was with the black paint. I am yet to figure out the lighting in this studio. I will get there, I promise. But in the meanwhile, bear with me. But yeah, I figured the white wouldn't be quite as bad. I actually did a big one, the same 70 by 70 in black, and it turned out amazing. I'll show you videos once I have the two that I just showed you, and a big one like this in black and in pearlescent colors, or finished. With the smaller ones, at least, I am extremely tempted to go with a resin finish, because I know it'll just bring out those pearlescent colors absolutely beautifully. But yeah, little bit about the colors I'm using. This is a Talon's Art Creation Titanium White. I mixed mine with European Floetrol, or Owatrol as it's called, purely for the reason that it's easily attainable here in Finland, whereas the US version, well, you can imagine how hard that is to get hold of. Yeah, so the base paint, I use plenty of Floetrol. Hard to say the exact proportion, but could even be as much as 1 part paint, 8 parts Floetrol. And yeah, even with the black, it does not dull the color. I love European Floetrol for its very, very cool properties. It seems to be a fantastic medium to use. I really, really like it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish doing the edges. Make sure I've got every single little bit covered. I'm armed with plenty of kitchen paper because this could get a little bit messy, even though it is just a hairdryer pour. But I'm good at making a massive mess when it comes to pour painting, trust me. So yeah, and with this technique, I like to thin out, or sort of even out the base, not have an absolute ton of it, because it seems to help with the colors move the way I want them to. Right, so let me just clean my hands a little bit, and then I'm just going to give this a little spin. This size here, the 70 by 70, is pretty much as large as I can go in my spinning pool. fact, it's trying to touch the side there a little bit. So I'm just gonna move things around here just a tad. I have tons of air bubbles, but I'm gonna deal with those just a little bit later. No point stressing myself with those yet, because I will get more and these will pop and they'll move, and yeah, I'm fine with that. Okie doke. Okay, so let's have a look at the colors next. What did I pick today? I have one gold, which is, I gave this a little shake already, but that's a Amsterdam Deep Gold mixed with Deco Art 24 karat gold. Gives it a really nice rich golden color. And again, never mind, I'm gonna pop these a little bit anyway, the bigger bubbles. And the European Floetrol. And obviously water to thin to a sort of a Dutch pour consistency, but perhaps a little bit thicker, just a little bit. Then I have a couple of blues. This one here is a Liquitex Phthalo Blue mixed with Amsterdam Pearl White and the European Floetrol. And then a lighter blue, Liquitex Titanium White, Phthalo Blue, that's the Liquitex as well, and European Floetrol. So I had a thought. I like doing centers that sort of match my base paint. I think it looks really nice, and then I'm not left with the awkward center like I usually seem to get. I don't like it sort of ending up all, I don't know, single color, if you like. There we go. And then the light blue just there. And actually, what I think I want to do is just a bit more of the dark blue and just a little bit more gold, just for luck. Why not? Okay, now on to my previous nemesis, the hairdryer. So let's go. That looks really nice already. I think that part is done. I'm gonna try and do 5 sort of almost petals. I'm not worrying about them going too far here because I will spin this out just to spread out the design. So far, not bad, but yeah, looking at this here, I probably like this one the best so far. So I'm just gonna keep spreading out a couple of these a little bit more. I don't know why I lost all that color there, so I'm just gonna keep playing for a little while, see if perhaps I can get some color showing through here. done with the hairdryer. Now what I'm gonna do, I'll stop the recording just for a little while because I want to let these cells develop. I will be back with you in, I don't know, perhaps 5 minutes. Like I said, let the cells develop, clean up my paints in the meanwhile, and then we'll take this one for a spin. While I'm waiting for all the cells to develop, I actually started playing with the, I don't know, between the petals a little bit. So I took my little hose and just carefully accentuate these parts here. Just by very, very carefully pushing the white forward, you can make a difference in the design there. And also this is getting, these two parts are getting too close to each other, so I want to separate those a little bit. And admittedly, I already did that there. Okay, now I am ready to give it a torch. That might bring up some more cells, and I like to do this at this stage before I spin the design, because then once I spin the design, those cells will get bigger. So I'm just gonna finish torching this. And you see the centers all uneven. I will go in and make that as round as I can once I'm done spinning. I found that I prefer doing it that way. I don't know if it's the easiest way of dealing with it. Couldn't get much more color showing here, but that's fine, I think. Spinning may bring out a little bit more of this section here, maybe. Perhaps, we shall see. Okay, that's the air bubbles dealt with. When you're torching your air bubbles, just remember to keep your torch moving, because you don't want to burn that paint. That doesn't make for very nice looking painting at all. Not that I've been there much. Okay, that was a nice spin. That opened. Oh, oops, opened quite nicely. Just whacked my finger on or the corner of the canvas. Touched my finger a little bit, so just reminding myself out loud, which helps, to go in and make sure all the corners are covered properly. Okay, I can see something going on. I'm just gonna grab a toothpick now. The pot of paint that I've got is about a gallon pot, because I go through quite a lot of base paint. I just remixing that over and over again, and sometimes you get these globs of dried paint, and they usually reveal themselves as you're spinning, but you know, better late than never. So this is a good bit to deal with those globs. If you're shooting for a design that really, where you don't have how would you call it, like a clear one color section where you can just pick out these pretty nasty bits, then I recommend straining your paint before you do that. And also you can get these some people call them snots, but gloobers, whatever they are, if you don't strain your Floetrol. Especially true, I find, with the European version. You can really have, especially towards the bottom of the big bottles, you can get some just, well, there's knots. They're these horrendous stringy nasty bits of Floetrol. So yeah, I have a piece of muslin cloth attached on top of my big pot of Floetrol, attached with or secured with a rubber band, because that way I don't then have to deal with those globs. I can just use the Floetrol straight out the container. Okay, just one more spin, or maybe two, in the opposite direction. I could see that starting to distort just a little bit, and I can see a bit or two that I want to work on just a little bit more. Okay, my bit of kitchen paper is getting well and truly saturated, so yeah, I'm not too keen on that bit there. It's just here, it looks, I don't know. Yeah, let's try just edit that bit a little bit. I'm gonna go in with the hairdryer again. I think I've got enough paint there to do that. Okay, I am done with the, I don't know, petal perhaps design. I'm not going to spin it any further. I like the size, and I like the sort of slightly raggedy bits here and there. Got some really nice cells going on. Not all over the place, but in a few places. And this is why I like using metallics together with regular paints, because the different densities in the pigments cause cells quite nicely. So last thing to do, I'm just going to try and make this center fairly round. Going to call that done. So all I'm going to do now is just give it one more final touch, and I'll bring you in for a close-up with the flash in just a second. Oh, I am happy with this one. So as promised, I'll show you some close-ups with the flash on. I love these colors. They came out so nice, and I can't wait to see how they dry. That metallic should pop some once it dries. So yeah, you can see some nice cells there. That bit's really cool looking. But what I'll do, I will also show you the dry result, I know I have enough time before I post this or edit and publish this on Saturday, so I will do that in a couple of days. So here's the dried results. I love the way this dried and the way this whole piece turned out. Oh, I think it's gorgeous. But let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And thanks so much for watching. See you again. Bye.